Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless Sea. So, we're still in Port Cavendish. We have a few new things to do suddenly, because I just randomly decided to head back here, and good thing I did. Also, there are actually still a few things left to do here. Specifically, we can compile a port report, I suppose. Completely forgot to just do that last time. Also, we're gonna put a Blemmigan ashore, because why not? Okay. The Blemmigan disappears into the crowd, darting between legs in a violent flash. Pirates shriek, harlots curse. An hour later, you see it perched atop an alehouse roof, tentacles a wave, slurringly extemporizing an impudent villanelle. Okay, sure. Slurringly extemporizing an impudent villanelle. A small crowd of locals is cheering. Cool, good for it. So, I'm now down to only one Blemmigan. I feel like I've definitely wasted all but these most recent two of them. Because, yeah, definitely, if there is something useful happening, or anything happening, really, you'll know immediately. So, well, it's fine. I mean, I kind of wanted to just get rid of them to make room, and I think I can just acquire more. I mean, 4 of them I just got for free for collecting a port report at the other room, right? So, it's not unreasonable to assume that maybe we can just do the exact same thing again. We just need to, well, get rid of our port report, I suppose, and head back to this room. But, well, we have 2 propagations now, for what it's worth. And I'm sure that's going to be useful in some way. Also, you know what? A thing that's actually occurred to me a while ago, and I meant to address this during one of the last couple of episodes, and I just never did. The submarine tutorial. I kept this here in the early game because obviously, back then we didn't have a submarine. I didn't even know how long it would take, or I expected it to take a long time, and so I just meant to keep this around to actually refer to. But really, all it tells you is extremely basic things about how this thing works. So we have absolutely no need for this. Yes, I understand. I think I know how the submarine works now. Thank you. So that is now finally gone. I mean, it makes no difference whatsoever, but... well, there it is. That was just a little bit silly. Anyway, I think we're just done here now for the time being. Actually, we have... Why do we have room, suddenly? I thought I was... Oh! Why do we have room? I wonder what I could have... what kind of item I could have just literally lost a minute ago. Oh, maybe a Blemmigan. Okay. That's fine. Let's... go for fuel, and I might as well just start a new save right now for this episode and go. And Port Carnelian is literally south of here. I think it makes absolutely no difference which way around we go, but no, actually, well, on the map it didn't really look like it would make a difference, but I suppose this is slightly shorter. I mean, it's probably completely identical. Anyway, we're gonna do that. I just wanted to double check a thing. Yes, okay, 2 sapphires. We do have the ivory. We just need to buy 2 bales of linen for this. And, well, 3 more, so a total of 5 bales of linen, which is kind of expensive, but, whatever. To be able to make both the dress uniform and the protective armor. And see if that maybe advances somebody's storyline at all. Okay, let's try to avoid that vortex. Ooh. Wow, you're kind of tanky. You're also kind of stuck in the vortex, which would... Wait. Interesting. Maybe those are not hostile, actually. They were both stuck in vortices, so I wonder if it would have been... If they would have been free pickings, basically. Had I been so inclined. Attempt to calm them... Or use one of my Z stories, I think, for some terror reduction. Yeah, honestly, I probably didn't need that, because we're gonna be back at London. In London. In a moment. Possibly it would have been better to just keep... hold on to that Z story, but whatever. Retrieve the Clatory Heart. Wait, what? Oh. You know what? I didn't think we were already at this step. I just completely forgotten about this as well. We can't just retrieve it? Can we? Consult the planetary air about their future. Huh. I mean, we knew, of course, that the harp was here all along, because you can literally see it right here. Okay. I mean, do we have the deed, though? Not yet. Huh. Okay, let me just remind myself here. I mean, the hull is ridiculously better, obviously. The hold capacity is twice as big. It is 4 times as heavy, which means it is going to be slower. I don't know if it's going to be a quarter of the speed, if that works in a linear way, basically. But more weight means it's going to be slower with the same power engine. So we're going to have to invest in a better engine if we do end up picking this up to still keep keep moving at the same kind of speed. But then it's also going to cost more fuel, I think. Obviously, a lot more quarters and bonuses to things. Plus, I think this is one of every possible compartment, right? Yeah, I mean, we're just missing... No, wait. This does not have forward. Right? There are ships with a forward compartment, which is for installing things like torpedo launchers, I think? We're gonna have aft, and that's about it. I mean, it's still great. It's still a huge upgrade, considering... Wait... It has a delightful sting. The ship is available two players who backed Sunless Sea at the Navigator tier or higher. It will become available as DLC at a later date. Did I never read this? So is this not the same kind of ship? Or do we not actually get this as a ship as part of the storyline at all? Did I just assume that because I saw it here? Am I silly? Huh. I mean, let's see what happens. Retrieval of the Clanary Heart, which awaits in Port Carnelian. You have this. Okay. Let's do it. Let's just see. All day in his engine room. You find her deep in the engine room of the Clanary Heart. She is wearing oiled gloves that go above the elbow for safety, but the floor is slick with ichor. Hand me the spreader, she tells you sharply when you walk in. I need to see what is in the ventral chamber. Later, back on your own ship, you consult her about her intentions. She looks bleak. I am becoming involved, she confesses. I may need to become my own patient and remove my interest in the Clanary Heart. The air looks resolute. You've grown closer. Is that safe? Keep the Clanary Heart. A tough challenge? Ooh. This will always gain the ship. The Clanary Air may choose to stay with you or not. I see. I mean, obviously, since we are heavily abusing... well, using, some might say abusing, saves, I can make sure that this guarantees... I can make sure that this guarantees... Yeah, right. I can guarantee that this succeeds. More like... I could collect more Clanary souvenirs, which I would like to do anyway, just because those are always interesting. Of course, we've been to almost everywhere, and we've only found, you know, so many of them. I guess, really only 2? Wasn't it 20% per? Or maybe that's not necessarily true for this particular challenge, but for the one where we ask her about her father. Anyway, we could do that. Huh. And we absolutely will acquire the ship. Assuming it is the same one that we see in the shipyard here. It's drawn off the dock, waiting for its owner. No one dares touch it, but the ships that berth near her travel faster and less steadily thereafter. Okay. Send her and her ship away together. If she parts with you, perhaps she can keep the ship. This sacrifices both the air and the Clanary Heart for the hope of her happiness, which may or not be achieved. You will receive nothing in recompense. And it's not guaranteed to work? Oh. But, I mean, why would I want to do this? I mean, I might not be interested in the ship. It's, you know, or a player, some other player might not be interested in actually acquiring the ship. But why also give up on her? You could just not do this and just keep her as an officer. there's no reason to not have her on board, right? There's no detriment to keeping her. Sink the Clary Heart and keep the air. Sacrifice a ship to the depths, and perhaps the air will stay with you, free of any unhealthy attachment. I mean, maybe? Keep the Clary Air and sail her ship together. Oh. Okay, so... I mean, why shouldn't she serve you aboard the Clary Heart? She's already given up enough. I mean, I guess that's the same outcome as the good outcome from this first option. Which seems like we would be able to eventually make this a guaranteed success with enough Clary souvenirs. Or we could complete her father questline, basically, and make it guaranteed that way. Which seems like the more interesting option. I mean, for now, we don't need to commit to anything here. Just want to take another look. No, this is also still a tough challenge. I mean, honestly, post her about meeting her father. I kind of want to do this just because I want to finally, you know, advance this storyline. This has been, well, obviously we started doing this very early in the playthrough, and you know, it's been a while since this has moved forward at all, because I was, you know, going to wait until I have more souvenirs, but we're just not getting them. Better have a Blemigan. Interesting, a matter of luck. This may create a souvenir from a prisoner. Okay. Or from a longbox, which of course we need for something else. Ask her to help with Sigil Navigator. Huh. Wait, I mean, could we? He wished to retire. Wait, I haven't tried this option yet, have I? Couldn't this potentially be, like, useful for her and also good for him? If she just surgically removes the memories that that had been suppressed until he decided to remove the suppressing rune that he himself had put there in the first place. And that way we could maybe keep him and also get a souvenir out of this or something? I don't know, it doesn't mention a souvenir. Maybe this is really just for an alternate solution to the Navigator questline. Oh, I don't think that I had seen this option before. Interesting stuff. Have I saved here? I think I have, but you know, just in case, I'm gonna save again and give this a go. Why not? A grim headshake. Oh, the sigil is an outside power, she says, and it's consumed too much of him. If I cut it out, there would be nothing left. Fair enough. Maybe I had seen that then. You know what? Screw it. No. Oh, she's gone. Yeah. Okay, so we had 3 souvenirs, and that only gave us a 40% chance. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. I thought we had more than 2. Apparently we had 3. Try again, you may have better luck, except we can't actually try again because she's gone now. You must be jealous of her history. You must be trying to manage her for yourself. You must have been using her for the Clary Heart all along. She has no more use for you. People like her can make their fortunes anywhere. You don't see her go, but when you check the ship in the morning, she has gone. Overboard? Did she swim? Well, we are in port, so... However she went, she took her knives and her specimens with her. Well, except that never happened, of course. That would have been silly. I mean, I suppose there is no rush to get the ship or her questline advanced now. So I can keep looking for more souvenirs. Because again, those are always fun little encounters, right? And I would like to see more of them. Of course, we might still be able to see them, even if we no longer have a use for them, to make these events more likely to happen. We are here now. I guess before anything else, I can do the thing that I originally came for, right? Ambition, an additional sherry. with the fierce philanthropist. Have we had one before? I guess we must have. This time the sherry is accompanied by a fruit loaf, slathered with butter. Okay. When you raise the matter of your search for immortality and the involvement of Lytton, the man who shares her name, she grows thoughtful. Oh yeah, I think I kinda remember. Huh. Fierce philanthropist. I mean, I kinda remember having sherry with her before, but I have no idea what happened, what we ended up doing for her, perhaps, or anything like that. Anyway, accept a commission. Eventually she speaks. Some time ago, I lost something beneath the Z. It would help both our causes if you were able to locate it. Okay. The thing I lost was my husband, she tells you. You tut, and she raises a guilty hand. I know, careless. He fell in with an unfortunate crowd. Rabble-rousers, schemers, renegades. They call themselves the Seven. She does not sound entirely disapproving. My husband shielded me from the details of this endeavor, although I have made a number of suppositions. I know for certain, however, that it ended in disaster. He and his co-conspirators fled beneath the waves. If you could find him, he may be able to lead you to the others. If you locate him, please give him this. She hands you a locket containing a miniature portrait of herself. It is likely that he is dead or unable to return, but if possible, I would like him to remember me. She takes an abrupt sip of sherry. Search the cities under the Z for signs of Lytton, the fierce philanthropist's husband. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I was going to revisit most of these places anyway. Let's see here. I mean, we have... Actually, have we been to Egel? We have a quest to go to Egel, but I think that might actually be one of the places that we have not been. We have been to Anthe, we have been to the hut, where I need to return to with more secrets. No, not secrets, with recent news. We have been to Hideaway, Nook, Scrimshander, and Rack. But yeah, as I said, I was going to revisit those places eventually. That said, usually, even if you are not even on a quest yet, you will see... I guess not necessarily always. Sometimes the option is just hidden until you are on the quest, but plenty of times you see interactions for quests that you aren't even on, and you can see that you're missing some, whatever requirement, whatever trigger, whatever flag that has to be set. So I don't know if it might just happen to be, Egel might happen to be the correct place, and we haven't. I'm pretty sure we haven't been there yet. Still looking for that one, and maybe there would have been an interaction for that, or I've actually seen it in one of the other places and just forgot about it. That's perfectly possible, or maybe it's just invisible until you actually have the quest. Either way, I mean, okay, fair enough. We can do that. Anything else we can do here? No. Enjoy a sherry. Ah, delicious. What can we do while we are here? Warn... Oh, yeah. I had also completely forgotten about this, but I did want to do this. Warn the adventurers of Rack. There is a hullabaloo in Murgatroyd's Imperial Tea Shop. Young adventurers celebrate an upcoming expedition. They're planning to sail over Rack. Right. And we know that the Wreckers are planning to lure in people from Port Carnelian. Right. Yeah, I feel like it's the right thing to warn them, obviously. There you go. You buy them crumpets, and they happily let you join them. You're a captain, aren't you? Asks a sailor, stealing his neighbor's crumpet. Have you ever sailed out that way? Anything you can tell us? Yes, you know the place. The sea is calm there. It's dark, like all beneath, but there are lights beneath the waves, red and white distractions, to keep you from noticing the explosive mines. Hulls break there. Sailors die. The adventurers fall silent. Dispirited, they head home. The next day, you're delivered a heavy purse from thankful mothers. Sometimes justice has its rewards. Excuse me? A heavy purse with 31 echoes. I guess we did a good deed. And yes, Rek is now worse off for it. I guess now the next step is to return there and learn about the next target, I suppose, and warn them, and so on, until Rek is completely starved out. or something. I don't know what the ultimate goal is. Colin Hoscross house. Alright. We can choose where we get our port report. I keep forgetting which one I'm pretty sure we've done each of these at least once. Pen for Sapphires, Influence Affairs, and Port Carnelian, which we cannot do because I still have not learned how this whole spy networks thing works, how to trigger that, how to, yeah, what the first step is in this. Oh well, put a Belemmingen ashore. Hey, we could do that. Quivering by the port rail. Sure. Well, that did something. And now we have a little bit more room. That's nice, I guess. It trips over its own tendrils in its eagerness to advance. It heads straight for the governor's house, or perhaps the jungle behind it. Not your problem, either way. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like it actually might create some sort of problems down the road, but oh well. Okay, you can buy caskets of sapphires for 86 here. Coffee beans for 38. Okay, what do we need coffee beans for? What do we still need coffee beans for, rather? Scrimshander needs 5 or more of either coffee or wine. Should have taken slightly better notes there, because it's not quite clear from this whether it needs to be some combination of coffee or wine, and a total of 5 items, or either 5 of either of them that you have to turn in at once, basically. I guess I could look that up, but the thing is, I don't really want to pick up 5 sacks of coffee beans now. Plus, we technically could use a bunch of those, like a lot of coffee beans, to deliver to the Khanate, right? That's still a thing that we might eventually want to do. Unless, of course, that's really only to unlock a source of romantic literature, in which case we don't really need it, because we can get that stuff from the Empire of Hands. Right. So, yeah. Oh, wait, actually. Okay. Right, we can exchange a firkin of honey, prisoner's honey, for 2 romantic literature at the Empire of Hands, which is why I noted, I took a note that I needed 3 times honey for 6 romantic literature. Oh, actually, we only need 5 though, don't we? I think we might only need 5 for the quest for whatchamacallit. Who was it? Was it the brisk campaigner? No, actually, it's the adventurers. Yes. Right. I think her quest actually only required 5, so we would have had 1 extra romantic literature anyway, and we need 3 more for the Rosegate cigar quest. So a total of 8. Which is perfect. So 4 honey to deliver to, a total of 4 honey to deliver to the Empire. Well, obviously, this is not something we can get here, or want to get here. We could do some more shopping, but honestly, we're probably... Are we fine? We might as well get 1 of each of these. Right, so we are on this quest now. Revisit a bunch of underwater ports. Can do. Will do. We're going to just, whatever, get this port report. Doesn't matter at all. We could have for sapphires. Oh, actually, now, of course, I don't have any room. Although I think this has a chance to just give me, just straight up give me echoes. You know, since, I guess I want to use my port report for something anyway. Port report? What? My, something awaits me. Whatever. You know what I mean. Succeeded, gained 32 echoes. I mean, free money is free. Can't really argue with that. Or, you know, complain about that. Okay, awesome. Grand Geode. Yeah, I don't know that we can do anything there. We can head to the Iron Republic. We don't need to return to the Isle of Cats right now because, yeah, we got our the next step on our immortality quest. No need to return there right now. We might want to return from the Cumian Canal, though, depending on what we get there. But, yeah, that's actually kind of convenient because we can just uncover a bit more map. Carefully avoiding this vortex. I say careful, but this is cutting it maybe a little bit close. Ah, we're good. No problem. Okay. Right on course. Actually, let's be a bit conservative with our light here, with our fuel. I don't know, should I just save scum until I advance the heirs quest? Honestly, the quest might not even be over. This is supposed to push her about meeting her father. I was thinking that, you know, I want to advance this quest, but I have no idea how much longer it's going to take until we actually max out the probability here. How many more souvenirs we would even need for that? I guess it's 40% for 3. So I'm not entirely sure really how this works. Maybe you have a basic 10% chance of success and each souvenir adds another 10. But where would I get another 6? Is it 6? Yes. Yeah, another 6 souvenirs. I mean, except of course that apparently you can get some by sacrificing prisoners or long boxes. The Blemmingen option does not mention a souvenir, or otherwise I would have used my last one. On this option here. I guess maybe I should have done that anyway, just because I'm curious what this might lead to. But oh well. But, I mean, obviously I would like to eventually get my hands on that Clattery heart. That seems... Yeah, it's gonna consume more fuel ultimately, and I'm gonna have to upgrade my engine, if nothing else. But, that seems like, you know, it seems kind of stupid to pass up that opportunity, especially after we've, you know, gone through all of her questline to basically get to this point, right? Not that her questline was really one of the tougher ones, surprisingly, considering what kind of huge reward you get in the end. But still. It took quite a bit of effort, quite a bit of sailing around the world, if nothing else. And of course we could, again, just save scum it until we get the ship and keep her, which of course is what I want. But the more interesting option is to finish her father questline first. And then get the ship that way, right? Get the ship and her that way. But, yeah, the questline might not even be done. We're gonna have to probably get her to where she will meet her father first, and who knows where that might be. I mean, I sailed a bit, but let's try. No, it still didn't work. Crap. Well, that's what I get. Anyway, that's... Yeah, as I said, I was going to just keep looking for more souvenirs, but I feel like we've been to, you know, almost everywhere at this point. And we have not... Oh. Native ambush. Wonderful. That's cool. I guess I never saved after that one, huh? Which is also fair. We might be able to get a little bit more money out of this. That's less money, but you know what? That's fine. If this works, yeah. Oh, what? You propose. Huh? Wait, keep the Clattery heart? Wait, what? Did I click the wrong thing? I must have clicked the wrong thing. I totally did click the wrong thing because, yeah. I saw her icon and clicked on that, but of course I meant to actually talk to her. Jesus, okay, well, that gives us another chance here, and we were unsuccessful. Well, it begins. The save scumming begins, so well, it's fine. Huh? Wait, did I just save the game? Did I just save over that? Am I dumb? What did that cost me? I wasn't even paying attention. I can't believe I just did that. I clicked on this, selected this, save, but there's an additional confirmation, right? It totally is. That's literally the first time I did that accidentally. I can't believe it took me this long, but I guess it was bound to happen eventually. Ah, that's annoying. I mean, I didn't need the extra money, but I think we actually got a... a Tale of Terror or something. Hold on a sec. Okay, according to the wiki, it's supposed to only give you one terror, which seems about right, I guess, and one Tale of Terror, which honestly I'm kind of okay with. You only get a minimal amount of money anyway on success, or very rarely an actual cask of sapphires, which we don't have room for, so that's fine. So yeah, of all the times where I could have accidentally saved instead of loading, this is really one of the least bad ones. So that's nice, I guess. Still extremely stupid, of course. Yeah, well. Anyway, this is of course the option that I meant to pick, and okay, hard to let go. I succeeded, good. Yeah, so again, I was totally going to collect more souvenirs, but we've been to most places and have not been able to acquire more, so maybe, well, there might be another one or two in places that we haven't been to, or maybe a place that I had been to before I was at the current stage of her questline or whatever. It's possible. And of course I could look up a list of places where those events occur, or just investigate whether they are guaranteed to occur in those places, or maybe they're random to some extent. Who knows? You know, but that would be equally cheesy, I suppose, in its own way. And, you know, if I hope that we will still be able to see those souvenir events when we come across them, even when we no longer need to do them, I suppose, to, you know, to increase the odds here, just to be able to experience them. But yeah, who knows how long that would take, and, you know, since we're still gonna have to finish this part of our quest line at least, I'd like to just get that, you know, get that advanced now, so just in case it's gonna take a bunch of extra steps before that's over anyway. Just for the sake of efficiency, you know, and moving things forward. So, hard to let go. Her mother is not the concubine of a master. Her father will never bring her knife steel tempered in a baby star. Her lineage is merely human. Her city is only the mortal city that first fell into the bazaar. She must give up waiting for an unimaginable future to blossom of its own accord. The two of you speak about it late into the night, and then she goes into her operating room with a scalpel and a mirror. When she comes out, she has her small toe preserved in a whiskey jar? Excuse me? And a happy indifference to the question of her parentage. Okay, I guess it's a relatively harmless thing to let go of, as far as self-amputation goes. But still, yikes. And that did give us another Clary souvenir. Huh. So, try to convince her that her father is not Mr. Iron. She's clinging to this idea. Yeah, but that's that? Oh. Never mind then? Wait, so she's never actually going to go meet her father? That was just a way to get another souvenir? Okay, that did add another 50% to this. Huh. And I guess we can now do this. Keep the Claydry Air and sail her ship together. Why shouldn't she serve you aboard the Claydry Heart? I mean, let's go? The loss of the legend of Mr. Iron. You suggest this neat solution to her. She doesn't need to renounce anything else. She has given up believing in her father, and that's enough. So, wait, did we just convince her of something that's not actually true? Is she just a normal human being? Huh. Now I don't know. If I might be missing out on something. Huh. I thought I was going to see more of her storyline, and instead maybe we just skipped part of it. But we do have the ship now, for what it's worth. She doesn't need to renounce anything else. She has given up believing in her father, and that's enough. Perhaps, she says, I could regard him more as an honorary family member. Do you think I could call him Uncle Iron? Sure, you absolutely could. But she agrees to let you keep the Clary heart and to stay on with your crew. Thanks. The matter is concluded. Huh. You no longer have any of this. Legaeus class steamer. Okay. Huh. Okay, that gives us the deed and the ship itself right away. You have a new ship. And what a ship it is. Plus, it came with a full crew as well. Of course, reduced by 3. Yes, because we have the thingamajigs. We are clay, which give us more engine power, which we need more desperately now than ever before. Huh. Welp. Well, that's now a thing, I guess. Our damage is... No, it should be higher because, yeah, we have an extra 5 iron now. It's still only plus 12, though. Although I guess it is plus 12 now with our not-so-combat-oriented officers. And if, for example, I were to equip her instead, that would bring us to... No, still the same. Never mind. However, if I also do this now, surely... Yeah, okay, now we deal 1 extra point of damage. Heck yeah. But, of course, I was going to look into upgrading our basic weapon. Next time we're in London. I feel like, yeah. And it's just unfortunate that we still don't have a forward compartment. Not one of each type of compartment here. At least we have an aft, which will allow us to install things like additional... Well, I guess there are weapons that install to the aft slot, for what it's worth. But maybe more interestingly, you can also... I think there are things like extra fuel efficiency type of machines. Not sure that you can just buy them outright, but I think I've seen something like that. Or I might be just making that up, but... Anyway... Yeah, I mean, okay, this happened now. I guess, that's pretty cool. We could buy it again? Does that make any sense? Not really. But yeah, okay. Our current ship is exactly this. Right, and it did give us... Only 5 iron bonus. I guess it's not really the most combat-oriented ship, you know, as indicated by the fact that it does not have this extra front compartment, which is primarily for things like extra cannons. But it is really strong in every other regard. So there's that. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is, you know, how slow it might be. At least with the current engine. But, well... This is kind of major, to be honest. I was absolutely not expecting this to happen this soon. Or possibly ever, but, well, here we are. Manually save. I think I'm not quite ready to save over our previous save file. Just keep this one tentatively. Am I slower? Honestly, this seems kind of normal to me. I think it might be burning fuel extremely quickly, though. That feels like it's going down super quickly. Oh boy. Yeah, even with the lights off. Holy moly, what? Oh, wow, I did not even see you there. I was not looking at this freaking thing. Yikes. Oh god. We don't turn very quickly. Oh god. Oh no. 16 damage. Yikes. I think we're supposed to hunt one of these things for... whatever, we have all the health in the world now. Let's not actually sail right into the vortex though. Yikes, dude. Okay. No. Oh, come on, man. Not lost any crew yet, for some weird reason. This is... this is so bad. I'm being so wasteful with my health. I mean, not that I can do a whole lot about it, but... obviously I was playing so much more carefully when I had to, when I was one hit away from death. And now I feel like I'm just, you know, not caring about my health at all. Come on, just kill it before it can... oh no! What? Oh, it was stopped by the light boy. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Well, we defeated the thing. Harvest its flesh and its mustache. The one is oily, the other is both oily and magnificent. Dig around in its innards. Let the beast go. Oh, its wound is fatal. It will surely head to the Gant Pole. Yeah, of course. I was wondering... I knew that I was supposed to hunt a Behemostache for some sort of reason. This cost us almost 150 health. That's absolutely nuts. Yeah. Definitely, our ship is definitely not made for combat. The thing is, though, that with all the health that we have, all the hull that we have, even though we're not particularly powerful or fast to maneuver, we can tank a bunch of damage, and that's probably going to allow us to kill a bunch of things that we just didn't have a chance to kill before. So, you know, we just gonna have to return for repairs a bunch, but you know, that's okay, I suppose. Anyway, yes, of course, it was for the Gant Pole. So I guess we want this. I mean, I'm kind of sad because I kind of want its mustache. That's probably just for a hunting trophy, right? Well, anyway, this is obviously the unique thing. So we're gonna go with this. Gain 2 terror? Excuse me? I guess it's kind of terrifying, but a behemoth goes to die. Behemoth. Behemoth? Yes, that's... okay, I don't know why that looked so weird for a second. The crew watches uncomfortably as the red wake spreads. Is this mercy or cruelty? The murmured arguments continue long into the night. The looks they shoot you are all the harsher for their uncertainty. Welp. We did that thing. Oh, you know what? Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Come on. Officers. Obviously, we don't need that 1 extra point of damage. I do like the extra fuel efficiency, though. 5% is not going to really make a huge difference here, but it's better than nothing. Wait. No, we don't want her. Right. Yes. That is a proper loadout. Okay. Right. On we go. Yeah, I mean, the 5% efficiency shouldn't make any noticeable difference. If anything, I'm surprised that hunger doesn't seem to be going up a lot faster, considering we now have a lot more crew. I thought... oh god. I mean, we're not at war with the Republic, right? So they shouldn't be our enemy. Still don't trust it, though. Yeah, I thought that more crew meant more hunger. Never mind, that just jumped tremendously. Okay, so we're gonna have to just... yeah, I guess the biggest thing is that we just kind of have to stock up on so much more... so much more fuels and so many more supplies. Yeah, suppose we could always go with more, with less crew. We do need to have at least half of our maximum crew, or else we're gonna be slowed down, right? But, Man, this is rough. Of course, we do have the extra hold capacity, but we're gonna have to be using a bunch more of it. And obviously spend a lot more on fuel and supplies. I just don't know. Is it actually worth it? Am I not just gonna burn through my funds faster than I can actually replenish them? Because so far we've kind of been at a bit of a... Well, we've balanced around this, 5,000 to 6,000 echo number, right? We've been hovering around this value for a while now. We earned a bunch of big rewards, kind of early on, and decided to hold on to that money for the time being. And that's where we kind of stayed. We gained some, but we also obviously have constantly needed to invest in primarily resources to just, literally fuel our voyages. And we haven't really been losing. We might have been slowly gaining money. I mean, obviously I'm expecting to get paid a certain amount for a bunch of things that I'm about to complete in London, and we might also just get straight up money from the curator in Vanderbilt, and I'm expecting money for delivering the tomb colonists, that kind of thing. But those are temporary, right? And we're at the rate that we are currently burning fuel and supplies, and I'm really worried that we might run out that we might end up running out of money in the long run. So I'm just not sure if it's worth upgrading. I mean, it's awesome. Not only is this Claydry Heart just a wonderfully bizarre thing to exist, let alone to possess. Plus, finishing any major storyline and quest line always feels good, obviously, but I'm just not sure that the benefits, the advantages outweigh the hugely increased cost in this case. I mean, mostly we're much harder to kill now, which is nice. We do have an extra equipment slot, which is definitely nice if I can find something good to use in it. We have a lot more hold capacity, which is going to allow me to do things that I just wouldn't have been able to do previously. Although I'm not sure that I necessarily need to do the things that allows me to do. But yeah, do we need to do these? Is this really necessary is the thing? And is it worth it? I'm just not sure. Someone who's actually experienced with the game and who knows what they're doing, who knows what they want to do ultimately. I'm just sailing around randomly, doing whatever quest I stumble across, and I technically have my main quest that I am kind of technically working towards, sure, but that's not really my main purpose in this game, right, or in this playthrough. I just want to experience the game. Someone who's working towards one specific goal might want to go for this ship specifically, and then they know that they're going to reach that goal before they run out of funds, right? They know roughly how long that's going to take them, how many steps, where they will need to go, and how many supplies and fuel they will need for that, and where to acquire enough money to buy the necessary amounts. And that's that. For me, I don't know. I have no idea how much longer this playthrough is going to be, and maybe it's just I'm. As soon as I acquired this ship, I started on a downward trend as far as my echoes go, and I will eventually bleed out slowly. I mean, I'll still see a lot of the game before that happens, but if I just end up running out of money and basically just dying before I'm able to at the very least finish my main quest, that would just be unfortunate after all this time spent, right? So I don't know. I'm torn, as you can tell. I mean, we can always, if nothing else, we can always go back for. We can always buy another small ship, right? Like the one that we started with, or could change to another ship that is maybe a little bit cheaper to maintain than this one. It would be a bit of a shame to let this unique ship go, but I think we can actually reacquire it, right? Because we have both the ship and the deed, and unless we lose both things at once, we might be able to go back to Port Carnelian and pick the ship back up if I decide to, exchange it for something else. So it might not be gone forever. Plus, we've seen it, we've experienced it once. It has been in my possession at once. We've finished the Claytor Air's quest line, I suppose. Even though it ended up being a little bit underwhelming. I thought there was going to be more to it, but I guess not. Anyway, so yeah, maybe we'll see. I'll try to make this work, I guess. But if it looks like it's going to be just too much trouble to, or simply impossible to keep up with the extremely increased resource consumption, then maybe I'll just I'll just switch to a more reasonable ship, and yeah, maybe. We will. What will we do? We can buy fuel pretty cheaply here, which is nice, but we are almost out of food. That is concerning, actually. I guess we can do the thing that we came to do. Hydrogen for the Empire of Hands. A generous supply of Devil's Breath is ready for transport to the Empire of Hands Zeppelin. Collect a shipment. No deposit is required. Whatever deal the monkeys have with the Republic considers them good for it. Okay, go. 1 delivery of hydrogen. Does this take up whole space? Return the empty container and they will refill it. How many times do I have to do this? Because this is a bit of a trip. I guess it beats delivering fuel, like literally 100 units of fuel, or how many? No, it was only 50, wasn't it? No, it was 50 supplies. Those I will still have to actually manually deliver. But I can do that between Dahat? Was it Dahat? And the Empire, I think. So, and especially with my, newly expanded inventory space, inventory, that's gonna be much more doable. It will cost me my own money, but whatever. But at least this is going to beat, delivering 100 units of fuel at my own expenses. Okay. Anyway, that's nice, I suppose. I wish there were any kind of an indication as to how many trips this is going to take, but oh well. Continue. Hold. Well, take it to the Empire. Okay. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. I really wish there was a way to get supplies here. I think we're gonna get supplies at the Chimian Canal. Market of Hungers, the Parliament of Flies. The Market of Hungers, with its spires and sigils, is it a parody of the bazaar? Today, flies fill its arcades. Buzz, buzz. Compile a port report. Fund a Tittering Artificers project. Nearly ready, yes, nearly ready. It's a forward-mounted weapon with unusual characteristics. Oh, really? 7 stitch in ivory and 12 devil bone dice. Oh, I completely forgot about this. Unusual characteristics. If only I could actually take a look at what the weapon is going to be like. I mean, it's forward-mounted, so we can't actually mount it on this ship. Or our old ship, so I guess it's not immediately interesting, although I am interested, of course. Oh well. Compile a port report. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, the freaking Iron Republic, man. I forgot about this. I thought at least the port report would be safe, but no, nothing is safe here. Oh, man. Really permanently losing 2 hearts? That's kind of unacceptable, unfortunately. But I killed the freaking Behemoth Stash on the way here. I mean, I could redo that and maybe try to lose a little bit less health in the process, but it might just not be there, which would be annoying. No, I'm sure if I keep reloading enough times, it's gonna be there. Okay, so I guess I will just end the episode here and you know, reload, and off camera I'm gonna kill the thing again, send it to the Gantt pole, make my way back here, and save before I do anything. Yeah. I mean, am I gonna keep the Glittery Heart? It really worries me how quickly we burn through our supplies. It's gonna be so expensive to maintain. But it's also so cool. Why does everything in this game have to have such a steep price and be so difficult? Oh man. It's rough, but yeah, no, I mean, it's too interesting not to at least give it a serious try, so that's what I'm gonna do. I will, I mean, I will keep a save game specifically marked from before I made the switch. But, well, as I said, I can switch to a different chip anyway if it turns out to be just not viable. So it's fine. For now, I will give this an honest try. And I will also end the episode here. So, as always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.